Have you ever considered that the insecurities and conflicts that you experience in your relationship are actually reflections of your own inner state? What if I told you that every insecurity that you see in your partner is just a reflection of your own inner world? Today, we're going to reveal how you can transform your relationship by embracing this truth that everyone is you pushed out. So stay with us. This is the key to saving your marriage, to saving your relationship. This is Relationship Rescue. Welcome to Relationship Rescue, the most important time you're going to spend on your relationship today. Whether you're taking a break, barely surviving in your marriage, praying for a solution, just stay tuned because what you're about to hear could save your marriage or your relationship. Today's episode: the insecure partner is you. Everyone is you pushed out. So we're going to be embracing the mirror principle to transform your relationship from within. If you haven't heard the mirror principle, we're going to go way in depth in other videos, but just simply put, we are a holographic universe. We're in an illusion. We're in a reflective universe. We're not in an assertion universe, right? Whatever you put out to the world and people comes back to you automatically. And every attempt that you and I do to break or bend the mirror of reality, even if we do anything successfully, it's going to bend itself and unbreak itself back, because to change the reflection in a mirror, you don't change the mirror, you change the subject that is reflecting in the mirror. That's just the basic idea around the mirror principle. So now this can be challenging. So when recognizing that your insecurities are actually reflected in our relationships, it's not fun to hear. It's even harder to apply that in real time in the middle of a conflict, in the middle of an argument. You're not going to just remember, oh my gosh, mirror principle. What I'm putting out is coming back to me. No, you're in the heat of the moment. The challenge is embracing and integrating this understanding so that our external conflicts we face with our partners, when we can realize that they're always a projection of our inner turmoil, it changes how we show up in the relationship, in the conflict, in the up times, in the down times. It changes everything. Because if instead of reacting to the external things your partner says and does, let's say your wife consistently nags you over this one thing, and when you do it, she still says either A, you didn't do it correctly, or you only did it because she berated you. Or if your husband is doing the same thing on his end, I hear you. You're going to want to react to it. They're not doing what you want them to do, or vice versa. Instead of reacting to the outside stimulus, which is what we do until we realize that the world is you pushed out in the mirror principle. When you instead decide, what? I am the creator of my reality. I am the creator of this relationship. I can bring solutions or bring conflict to what I'm seeing instead of just labeling and calling out what I'm seeing, because that's easy. That is so easy to do. When you change how you show up in the relationship, it changes everything. So hear this really powerful idea. The friction that you feel in your relationship isn't about them. It's about you. So embrace this mirror. It's a gift. It's not a challenge. Not anymore. Not if you realize this. The mirror of our relationships giving us conflict, when we shift our mindset and see it as a gift, we're able to heal those insecurities and then watch the world and our sacred relationships just change. Sometimes right in front of our very eyes or overnight. I've experienced this many times. You are going to experience this when you adopt this idea, this concept. Let's be delusional together. Next time you have an argument with your husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, when the argument starts, just remember, this is a mirror. How would I change the reflection in the mirror? Can you just give yourself 10 seconds before you respond? And even if I'm crazy, here's what's going to happen. Those 10 seconds is going to be a pattern interrupt of you contemplating this other idea before you automatically respond the same way you always do, which gets you the same result and the same conflict, which generally means it's going to escalate into a breakup or divorce. Let's stop the pattern. Stop responding to the reflection. Change the reflection. Heal your insecurities and watch everything change right before your very eyes.
You need to listen to this. Don't miss this one.
I know how it feels to stand on the edge, ready to give up on your relationship. The pain, the exhaustion, the doubt that it will ever get better. But I'm here to tell you that it can get better, so much better. Relationship Rescue is your roadmap to rediscover the joy, passion, and profound connection that first brought you together. Order your copy now and let's start rewriting your love story. So with this principle of everyone you pushed out, this changes the dynamic. It's no longer you against me. We are the same. It changes how I perceive what you do. It changes the intent behind what I do. This concept reveals that all conflict and insecurity that I and you notice in our partners actually reflect what's going on inside of me, and that I can choose to see as a gift versus pushing it away, blaming, saying I'm doing this because you're doing that. That will never end. When has it ever actually worked? Be honest. When have you pointing something out in your lover, in your husband or wife, when have you pointing it out actually stopped them from doing it forever with zero resentment? It doesn't happen. It usually becomes a Band-Aid. They do it, they stop doing it for a certain amount of time, and then they do it again. And then you think you have every right to chew them out even further. Or say that you knew they weren't going to follow through. Yeah, you're right. You did know because it's a mirror universe. And if you have an assumption, then you're always going to be right. So consider this. The flaws that you see in your partner mirror your own fears. Change how you view yourself, and your relationship will transform into a harmonious, loving connection every single time. If you change the assumption, the result changes. If you change your reflection, the reflection changes in the mirror every single time. You have experienced this before in relationships. You just need to choose to do it intentionally now. So when you embrace this radical self-awareness, it leads to transforming your sacred relationships and your relationship with, ding, 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 yourself, which is how it all works in the first place. By healing your inner insecurities, you are automatically in an unconditional loving relationship. It is so powerful. Remember, when you first started dating your husband or wife, first started dating this current relationship, before you had conflict, didn't you just automatically feel everything for them unconditionally? And the first couple of times you found out something that you didn't like about them, you said, I don't care. I'm not worried about that. That's the truth. The more you look at it, the worse it gets. So look at the good stuff. Come from a place of being unconditional in your relationship. You be unconditional with yourself, and that will help you be unconditional with the person right in front of you because it is a mirror universe. This approach transcends all the traditional, conventional, conditional blame focus processes. This offers you a path to a deeper, more fulfilling, authentic connection. I work with a lot of couples, and when they're going through therapy, it's always this, I caught you doing something, or I demand that you change, or I demand that you admit something. And the therapist tends to side with one person, not both, which is a problem. We're removing this conditional idea of changing behavior before behavior's set. If I need you to change your behavior for me to be happy, I'm going to keep demanding you change your behavior without ever noticing that I'm the one perceiving your behavior as the problem. Change how you view everything before you assume it's a problem. When you transform your inner world, the outer world will mirror this change. Your relationship will flourish. It will expand. It will heal itself when you heal yourself. This paves the way for unconditional love and true, authentic harmony. Now, to truly integrate this understanding and take control of your relationship. I've created a comprehensive workbook, and it isn't just another set of exercises. It's the same transformative guide that I give to all my one-on-one clients to help you master this simulation where you have created this relationship to get it to the one you actually desire. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to comment below. What is the one insecurity that you now realize that you are projecting onto your partner? Awareness begins everything. So share in the comments below. I'd love to hear the insights. I want to celebrate the wins and support you through the challenges. After you leave a comment, go download the Relationship Rescue Workbook at relationshiprescueworkbook.com. This is going to save your marriage or relationship in just 3 days if you're willing to put in the work. And what do you got to lose? Do the work anyway, because whether you stay or whether you go, you take yourself with you. As you continue on your journey, remember that you are sacred, you are worthy, and you are loved. This is Anthony Cortino, Sacred Cobra. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.